ladies, it's me, Tina, with Impulsive Creations. Just wanted to say thank you so very much for giving me the opportunity to go over this tutorial with you. Tonight we're going to be learning how to do a review charm dangler. I wish I could take credit for this creation, however, I cannot. A little over a year ago, I was browsing through YouTube. I came across a person who was playing with these bubblegum beads. I was like, hey, that looks kind of cool. What is this? What is she doing? And apparently she is the owner of a company called My Pretty Posh Princess. I am not affiliated with her company at all. However, that's where I learned how to do this review charm dangler. I had a very difficult time tying it off, so I implemented the way that we tie off our bubblegum bead key fobs with the tiger tail instead of elastic. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Again, thank you so much for this opportunity. All right, ladies, so we're going to go over our supply list. You should have your acrylic. I chose a 3-inch acrylic from Zindy. I've already attached my jump ring to this. I have 3 bubblegum beads. I'm going to use the sunflower theme with turquoise. I have approximately, I want to say about 33, 35 spacers. I like to use the 4mm ones. You should have your attachment hook, S-hook, and I've already assembled my split ring to my lobster claw, and that would be Harley. She's saying hello. And your tiger tail. So this is what we're making. It is a review dangler, cat mom, and we attach it. It'll hang from the rearview mirror like this. Several different ones. Okay, and this has a pendant on it. And this is another acrylic from Zindy. All right, so with the tiger tail, I like to get about 2 feet, and you're going to double it up, okay? It's very thin, so I just kind of eyeball it really. And then I want to add I usually add like 2 or 3 inches to that. Okay. So we're going to fold that in half and get your ends met. Have them meet just like if you were doing a key fob, how you do your elastic. We're going to start with this piece right here, which is going to be your starting piece, okay? So grab your tiger tail. Oh, kitty, kitty. All right, so we're gonna thread this through this piece right here. Okay. And down here at the loop, you're going to take this piece and thread it through that loop and pull it through. Oops, I just went through it. There we go. Pull it really tight. Trim that. All right, so now we're going to start putting on our spacer beads. So I usually put about 20 on the first part of it. She's so vocal. I told you my cats were vocal. They like to chit chat.
And that is why you want extra beads in your bowl. Kitty, kitty. It really doesn't take that long, believe it or not. Well, I guess it depends. Depends on how many beads you want to put on. And I'm going to count here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Got about 5 or 6 more in this first part. Last one. Okay, so from here you should have something that looks similar to this. Now we're going to attach the hook, and it's going to go through this round piece here, and you just basically slide that on right there. It's going to look just like that. And now you're going to add about 10 more spacers. The great thing about this is you can really use whatever you want as spacers. You can use some of the smaller bubblegum beads that they have. I think I've seen them about 5, 6, 7 millimeters, I guess. 10s, whatever, you can put whatever on here that you want. I just prefer this size. I think it looks better, more crisp and classy, I think. That's just me. With a little bling. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to put on our first bubblegum bead. So we use the turquoise here. And the sunflower. And just remember, if you're using a decorative bead, that you're putting it on the right direction. It's going to be hanging from this way. So if you have something that has the words on it, you want to make sure that you're putting it on the right way. Just slide that through. Oopsie, back it up. Let's take that out and let's put our spacer There we go. See that? And another spacer. Bead. And spacer. Okay. All right, so this is what you have so far. Okay. Not bad. All right, so this, I just find it easier to go ahead and have this pre-attached before I even get started. Just makes it go by faster. But this is a split ring, and I have the lobster claw attached to this. You see that? All right, so we're going to thread our tiger tail through the split ring, and like we do for the key fobs, we're going to go back through our beads. I'm going to start with the spacer. See how it's right through that spacer? Pull. Now go through the bubblegum bead. The great thing about the tiger tail is so much easier to work with than the elastic sometimes. And this is why I like to have a couple extra inches too, especially when it comes to tying off. I like to go through another spacer and the other bubblegum bead. Okay. Got a little kink there. Let's straighten that out. All right, so now you're probably thinking, like, how are you going to get all that attached tightly? Well, that's where our pliers come in. Okay, so you're for real, you're going to just give it a really good pull. All right, so just hold on to the end of that tiger tail where you have it coming through that last bead. I find like the closer you kind of get to it, and then you're going to hold it, the top here, for like an anchor, and you're just going to pull. Okay, and once I get that pull tight, then I'm going to move this out of the way. Then I'm just going to tie it off. I don't do the tie it off on the left, tie it off on the right. I just freaking tie a knot on there. Like, I try to keep it as simple as possible. So I just kind of go a little slowly because you want to get that knot as close as that to that bead as you possibly can. Okay. And then tie again. All right. See, it's nice and tight. So the same process, we want to cut, but we don't want to cut too short. So I like to maybe cut about right there. Can you see that okay? About that much. And you do have that little piece right here. So I kind of will take my pliers and grab it and kind of wrap it around, or I can, or start getting it where I can wrap it around. Squeeze it. Smooth it off. Tiger tail, it's very durable, but and not very thick, but it will stick you. And then, like we did for the bubblegum beads, you're just going to kind of pull it through the bead. Okay. All right. So now you have this part that attaches to the rearview mirror, and at the end in case you don't know how to put a jump ring on, I'll take this one off and show you. These are 12 millimeters. I like the big ones. And these are by Craft Daddy. I got them off Amazon. Run that through. And just kind of pull it back together. And you can, if you would like, I think some people will take a little UV resin and seal it right in there. I have a little gadget here that I got from Michael's. I think it was Michael's. I don't know if you can see the difference. It kind of has this curvature right here that helps kind of push it together. And then you take your lobster claw and attach it. And there you go. And there is your rearview dangler. And what I really love having it attached with the lobster claw is you can switch these out. So if you are, you know, a purple fanatic and you just want always to have purple beads, that's fine. You can always change out your acrylics, you know, for your seasons or special occasions or something like that. It's optional. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I didn't pull it as tight as I should have. See there? I just saw that. But I've already have secured it. So, but yeah, just make sure that when you're pulling it, excuse me, you're going to hold it here, and you do not want to see this. That's a no-no. You want it pulled extremely tight. You see, you can't see it here. And it's okay to give it a little give. And that's really not too bad, but good thing it's for me. But that would, see, to me, that's just too much of a gap right there. But I didn't see that when I was pulling it. But it does give you a little leadway. And that's okay. I just prefer it to be tight. All right. Alrighty, well, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please let me know what you think. Any feedback would be great. This was my very first one. So again, thank you so much for being interested, and we will see you later.